Hi everybody, it's Carrie, your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Farmington Hills, Michigan. This is take, I don't know, 9,850. It's been a crazy day. First, I broke the little thingy that holds my camera in place. I've got one working, but I don't know. So I'm taping this week's Tiny Tip Tuesday. I know I'm usually live, but I'm taping it because I'm not real sure what's going to happen. And so I'm trying to see if I am in camera. So I have done this card so many times, it's crazy. So, and something happened, like my microphone didn't work. My, like the ink got a mess. It's crazy. So anyway, I'm going to be showing you, all these cards were done with the Everlasting Beauty stamp set, which I love, and I really wanted to use it, but I've got so many cards made with it now with the same sentiment because I've done it over and over and over again that I'm going to switch, and for the video, I'm going to be using the Color and Contour stamp set. But the main thing I am showing you today is the Artistic Mix Decorative mats. They are 2-part mats. And it also, I'm going to show you the one that I'm using in just a second. But one of the mats is pretty cool. It's for your sentiments. So you can either put this on your card and blend in, sponge, blending brush, whatever, this, and then put your sentiment in there. Or you can block out the part that you want to not get any color on. Kind of like I'm going to be matting today, but I'm not using these. But the ones that I will be using are these. It's an overlay plaid, and I love it. So I like them both. But let me show you the first ones that I did. This was the first one I did when I started. I didn't mask this one off. I just tried to avoid I stamped the flower first. I just tried to avoid it while I was blending in the color. The same with this one here. I did the same technique. Then I started matting off by, believe it or not, this is that flower, by covering it up when I was doing the design. And then I thought, let's do it bold. And then this is something that happened when I went to, because my camera, like, that was when the camera didn't like do any sound. So I went to do it again, and this happened. It's very cool. And at the end, I'm going to show you how I did this technique. But I'm going to do it on a 3x3 because honestly, well, I'll explain it more later, but it kind of messes up your ink pads a little bit. So first, we're going to start with a basic white piece of cardstock, and it's cut 4 by 5 1/4. Hold on while I get a little comfortable. Then I'm going to use some temporary adhesive. And I'm just going to hold it in place. And I am going to kind of line it up a little bit here so it's kind of got some evenness to it. It's just going to help me when I go to lay the stuff on it. Oh, oops, except I want it to go this way. I forgot. So there we go. All right. So I'm going to, again, I'm going to be using this time the Color and Contour stamp set, which does have dies that coordinate with this, but I'm not using those. And then the ink color I'm using is Pebbled Path for this part. Whoops. And I'm taking this big flower, and I actually, oh, look at that. I actually don't want all of it, so I'm going to wipe off some of that. Okay. And I'm going to put the flower right there. And then I'm going to take a sentiment that says, "You are absolutely amazing." And I'm going to put it right there. Okay. Now, I'm going to be using the Blueberry Bushel. But I want to color in my flowers. Let me get this out of the way before I make a big mess. And let me check how we're doing. Okay, it looks like we're doing okay. So I'm going to ink this. This has backgrounds for the flower. So I'm going to ink this up, and I don't want it full strength. So I'm going to stamp it off. And then I'm going to, now pardon my head, because I'm going to try to line this up, and I'm not directly over it. So now there we go. And you can see that I didn't get it perfect, but it wouldn't have been perfect anyway. It's made to be semi-whimsical. So there we are with that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the basic square part of the template, and I'm going to set it on here, and I'm going to try to even Steven the distances, which is really hard to do, honestly. It really is. It's harder than you think. But you know what? It isn't. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be saying those things. It's harder on me because I've done it so many times today. My brain is like going bananas. Oops, before I do that, I almost forgot. I pre-cut out, I stamped on some scrap, and I pre-cut out this little flower. And I'm gonna tear this part off. There we go. Because I'm not gonna use that. And I'm just going to cover the flower up. So it's kind of like using these masks for the sentiment. So if I wanted to, I could go like that, and I could cover the sentiment too, but I don't want to. I don't want to do that. Excuse me. Now I'm going to get this centered, and stop listening to me whine. I was just being crabby because I've done it so many times. So now I am going to center it, and it leaves just a shade on here and here, but I want to get it centered here and here, basically. Okay, so I'm taking some of this Post-it note. It's by Post-it. You can get it on Amazon, probably other places too. It's called Labeling and Cover-Up Tape. And it's good for masking. So there we go. And it's reusable. I've used it like a whole bunch of times. So now I am going to be using these two colors, Blueberry Bushel, which you saw me use for the flowers, and the Lemon Lolly. So I'm going to scoot that over there. There we go. Okay. Now I got to sit down, guys, because it's been raining like crazy in Michigan, and there's more coming. And those of you who know me know rain means a little bit of discomfort for me. So I just washed this. It's still a little damp. I'm hoping it's not too damp to work, but we're going to find out, because I made a mistake. I did something that I'll tell you more about it. After I do this card, I'll show you that trick. So I'm going to still hold on to this, because even though I have it taped, I want to be sure that I am not letting it move, especially when you're getting down here to these little tiny pieces that are just barely poking, because I don't want to miss them. I definitely want them there. And you decide how much you want to get on there. Now I'm going to take the lemon, and I'm going to go slightly over, not getting it too dark, over the sentiment. I have my flower matted, so I can go right over it, and I can get as dark as I want around the flower. So now I have it about where I want it. It's kind of mottled in, you know, different shades, what I mean by mottled. And it makes a really good plaid. You could leave it just like this. Let me see if I can lift this and just show you a quick peek without messing it up. But see, that by itself right there is really cute. And that's before peeling off the flower. So you could leave it like that. But I'm going to add the overlay, and to make the overlay match, all you have to do is just line it up with the edges. The same edges that are on the other one that is beneath it. So I'm just lining it up edge to edge, and it should then be perfect. Perfection is overrated, But every now and then you get lucky and you have something that lets you go perfect, right? So now I'm going to use the blueberry bushel. And it is going to give me, this is the plaid we're going to end up with. And then after, I'll show you how that happened. So now I'm going to grab my blue blends brush. And again, I want to make sure whoops, I hope that didn't mess up, but it's possible. I want to make sure I get my edges that are peaking. And again, oh, darn it, don't move. Sorry, you guys. I don't know how this is going to come out, but I'm not doing it again. This is the video you're getting. I don't know what's going to happen, but let's all hold our breath and hope for the best. Now, I definitely do not want any blue too close to the letters, but I don't want to miss them either. So now I think I've got the blue everywhere I want it. So everybody hold our breath and let's see what happened. Okay, that's not bad. Okay, I'm happy. I'm happy enough with that design. Let me, I have to wipe off my fingers because look, I'm going to get it everywhere. I assume everybody keeps baby wipes in their craft room or some kind of a cleaner. I get mine usually, I get the least expensive because I don't need baby wipes. I can get just any kind of hand cleaner. I know Walmart has a really inexpensive batch, and it's their brand. I think it's called Equate or something. And I'm not cleaning. I just kind of want to get the transferable color off. So there we go. So now I'm going to close this so that I don't get any more on there. All right. So let me take this away from that and peel off this piece carefully because I cut it rather delicately. So see, now I've got the oops, there's still a piece on there. Nope, there isn't. I don't think. But now you can see the flower looks like it's on top of the plaid, which I think is really fun. And then I'm using blueberry bushel. Sorry, I kept saying blueberry bliss. Blueberry bushel cardstock to match that. And here's my bone folder. And you're going to want to put a basic, some basic white on the inside of your card. Okay, so let me glue this down. And then of course we need some bling, right? And don't go away because I'm going to show you how my mistake turned into a card. But I'm going to caution you if you decide to make it. It looks really cool, but you got to be prepared. Okay. So there we go, and I am going to just add some bling. I'm using the iridescent rhinestones to bling it up. And this one is a stray. Let's see, it won't come off. Grab that one. And I'm not being super picky about where I put my bling. It's going to go it's just going to go somewhere. It's just going to go somewhere. Just remember you need uneven numbers. So I already put on 3, so if I'm going to put on more, I need to put on 5. Okay, there's one there, so we're going to put one right there. Okay, so now it has some bling to it, and I think it's just, I love playing with the backgrounds. Here's the other one that's in that same color family, but I used the Everlasting Beauty on that one, the Everlasting Beauty. And then this was the same one I did, just in different colors. These are with the different matte. Now, this, I think this looks so cool. I do. But I about freaked out when it happened. This is one of the videos I had to stop. Like, that is not what I wanted to do. And I have so many like this now. that I thought I have to do something else, which is why I came up with this one. But I wanted to show you how to get this fun technique. But I'm going to warn you, you're going to have to clean your ink pad after the fact. So, let me grab my messy thing again, and I've got a 3x3 card, which is 3x6, right, folded in half, and you know we sell the 3x3 envelopes, so that's really fun. So, what I'm going to do is, again, some temporary adhesive. I'm going to tape that there, and I'm going to tape that down too, just so it stays in place. I'm going to take the envelope, and let me see where I'm going to put it. Hang on. I got to grab my templates again. And this time I'm only going to use this one. So I'm going to center it on this 3x3 card. And I'm just going to show you the technique. I'm not going to show you like the backgrounds or anything. So now I'm going to take this. I'm going to set that right there. See if that works. May need to do it over here. Okay. So I need to put some temporary adhesive on this too. You know what? I probably should do the envelope separately. Probably should, but I'm not gonna. We're winging it today. Okay, so now here's where the dilemma came in. This template has a bunch of blue on it. So when I did it before, I kept re-inking my Lemon Lolly blending brush. I'm not going to do that this time because then I had to like dab and dab and dab to get the blue out of my ink pad, and I had to wash my brush. I can wash my brush again, but look what happens when you do that. It makes these unbelievably beautiful swirls. They're so pretty. And now I didn't re-get the yellow, okay? So I'm gonna try to get some just on the edge and add some yellow in some of the places. Just to, I'm dabbing right here where there isn't any blue, and I'm trying to get some of the yellow in there. I hope that's making sense. But it grabbed the blue off of the edge of the template, and look at that. I mean, that's just so pretty. And now my little, oh well, that's a bummer, but my little envelope now has it too. So if you do them separately, I would definitely mat off your envelope. But I don't know how I'm going to decorate this yet. I didn't make that plan. So, but there you go. How cute, right? And it was an accident. But if you're going to do that little accident, either have several blending brushes so that you can keep changing it so you don't get the blue in your yellow ink pad, or be prepared for the fact that you need to make sure you have your re-inker handy because you're going to be dabbing off that color. That is my accidental design feature that happened. Sometimes accidents are cool. I mean, I don't know. I kind of think this is worthy of a... Don't you? I think it's a definite ta-da. So, again, let me just flip through and tell you that what I used was the Artistic Mats, Mix Decorative Mats, to make all of these cards. And the stamp sets I used were Everlasting Beauty, Color Contour, and the ink pads are Blueberry Bushel, Lemon Lolly, and then for this one, I think I colored it in with a blending brush and just like getting the ink off the bottom of the pad. Oh, well, I've used it all. But you just put a little re-inker in there. And then some of the other ones, I used some other colors to color this flower in. But you guys get the idea. Anyway, I hope that you like this video and that you will watch again. Again, my name is Carrie. I'm your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Farmington Hills, Michigan. And to shop my Stampin' Up! Store, go to MemoryINKers.com. To email me, it's MemoryINKers@gmail.com. If you are shopping and it is June 2023, please use this hostess code F as in Frank, N as in Nancy, E as in Edward, K as in Carrie, R as in Robert, G as in George, Q as in Queen, B as in Bobby. Have a great day, you guys. Bye.